Before Baby Goth would drop the song Swimming, which has over 3.5 million views in just over a month. Before she would collab with Lil Xan, Trippie Redd, and according to an Instagram post from her label, Wiz Khalifa. Before she would have over 200k followers on Instagram, almost 50k subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitter at the time of this recording. Before Baby Goth had all of the face tattoos, and before she sang about drugs and designer clothes. This is gonna be a crazy one. A month ago, a song popped up online featuring two of the biggest names in SoundCloud rap today, Trippie Redd and Lil Xan. But it was the main artist on the track that caught people's attention. An artist named Baby Goth with blue hair, half of her head shaved, and face tattoos who was singing about wearing Gucci and getting high. She seemed to have come out of nowhere, and to get two massive features like that, you most likely have to have some industry connections. So people started doing some digging, and one YouTuber in particular found out that the industry's newest sensation isn't actually who she says she is. And in this video, we'll dig a little bit deeper into that and her story. What's up guys? Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Jeremy Hecht, aka Where is Michael, and who are you in the comments? AKA I'm the new guy. So for those of you who haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm hosting on this channel for some Before They Were Famous videos every week to help Michael out with some content. I've covered other artists like Blueface and Comethazine, so be sure to check those out after you finish watching this video, and also be sure to check out Michael's news show every Monday through Friday to get your daily dose of entertainment news. But without any more talking, let's get into it.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom!
Baby Goth was born Bria Bueno in Arlington, later moving to different areas around Dallas, Texas. Her dad worked in construction, so he moved their family all over the place. And at different points, she lived in Florida and South Carolina, eventually landing in Colorado. On her old Indiegogo page, she says, "During my youth, I moved home so frequently that songwriting became one of my only and most important concrete relationships as a child." She also says that she suffered from anxiety and music acted as her therapy. And as for information about her childhood, well, that's pretty much all we have because as of right now, she only has one interview online and she wasn't even planning on doing that. In her only interview, she said, "We weren't planning on doing interviews until the EP release." Notice how she said we, meaning the decision wasn't just hers. There's a team of people who are crafting her image, her sound, and most likely her career, and that brings us to January 5th, 2019. On that day, a YouTuber with the channel named Progress with 3 S's posted a video with the title, "Baby Goth is an industry plant fraud." And he makes the claim that Baby Goth isn't who she appears to be. Now for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term industry plant, let me explain. Basically, it's someone whose whole career is orchestrated by a record label or powerful people within the industry who have connections. It's when a label finds an artist who is barely known, they sign them to a deal, which is usually done in secret at first, and then you start to see them everywhere. Their name pops up in the media a lot, you start to see them with famous people, their songs are blowing up out of nowhere, but one of the biggest signs of an industry plant is that there is no documented come up or journey towards their success. For example, if you watch almost all of our Before They Were Famous videos, there is a lengthy journey of releasing music and going through hardships and fighting to be seen. Whereas with an industry plant, their success happens almost overnight before they even go through that. And there's usually no trail of their previous work or building up their fan base organically. But the term isn't new and it doesn't only apply to this particular case. The term has been thrown around in the past for other artists like Rory, Post Malone, Lil Skies, Goldlink, Bryson Tiller, and probably some of your new favorite artists. There could even be a case made for Blueface being a plant. And I'm not saying any of those people are, but when the term is used, it's when someone's come up looks a little suspicious, or they just blow up out of nowhere. Progress accused Baby Goth of being an industry plant due to her mainstream popularity and access to huge artists without having any previous musical work that gained her any traction. Baby Goth was featured on Trippie Redd's latest album, and that was before she even released an official song. So questions arise about how she's able to get connections to one of the most popular new artists in the game. Now I took what Progress said in his video and I dug a little bit deeper into her rise to fame. Baby Goth signed a record deal with a company called Hitway Recordings. The company is pretty mysterious and they don't have much info online about their business, but I did some research and I found out a few things. They aren't just a record company, they actually have a studio that many big name artists record at, including Trippie Redd. I went onto their Facebook page and they threw a festival in downtown LA this August that had artists like Kid Boo, YNW Melly, and of course, Baby Goth on the poster. So she has at least been signed to them since the summer. Their Facebook page also includes a video of King Los and Charles Hamilton freestyling in the studio 2 years ago. Damn, where is Charles Hamilton these days? Kinda miss that guy. Baby Goth said she was posting cover videos to her Instagram. Someone from Hitway Recordings saw her on the Explore page of IG, reached out through DM, and signed her to a deal. He must have seen potential. However, the deal was kept relatively low-key and no official music was released until last month. I went back through Hitway's Instagram page, which only has 8,000 followers at the time of recording, and their Facebook page, which only has 200 likes. And they posted a video of Baby Goth singing on May 9th with the caption, "Next Hitway artist at Darth_Bria. She is the future of music, music coming soon." That means that as of May 9th, she was still recording under her real name. So the switch to Baby Goth came very recently. She says her and her label decided on it together, but it was inspired by the fictional character in the movie House of a Thousand Corpses. She's a big movie lover and said it made sense. What's interesting about Baby Goth is how she was initially presented to the world. She came out as a melodic singer/rapper with face tattoos and pictures of guns and drugs. But in her recent interview, she said that she was growing up listening to Blink-182, Screamo bands, and Bob Dylan. And she mentioned listening to Eminem, A$AP, and Mac Miller in high school, but in high school she also says that she was in a bluegrass band playing keyboard and singing vocals. So why was a folk singer being presented to a hip-hop audience with 2 rap features on her first record? She even said that when Hitway originally reached out through DM, they told her she reminded them of Trippie Redd, and at the time she had no clue who Trippie Redd was. That would mean that she isn't very entrenched in the hip-hop world at all, and probably wasn't making the type of music then that she's making now. These are just my theories, so I could be completely wrong on all of this. But after signing that deal, she signed a record deal with a major label, Universal Republic, and this picture was posted to Hitway's page on August 5th, 2018. But let's look at her journey based on what we know. Baby Goth says that she recorded her vocals for the first time on a friend's track in high school. She said that song became her friend's most popular and requested song, and after that she fell in love with making music and decided to pursue it as a career. She wanted to be a singer/songwriter. She began to perform at house parties in Dallas while developing her sound and writing skills. Her first official release though was through her friend's record label Rewind Records for a song called Rise Above. There was an accompanying music video which is no longer available online, I checked. But online they list themselves as providing the local Colorado Springs area with professional grade recordings, mixes, and masters. I couldn't find much else on the label, but I did find a SoundCloud recording of Bria covering The Hills by The Weeknd that was released through Rewind Records' relatively unknown SoundCloud page. When she was 19, her life changed when she got pregnant by her boyfriend/husband at the time. I'm not exactly sure what to call him because there was an Indiegogo campaign that the singer posted online in 2016 with the goal of gaining enough funding to help her create an EP in LA. On that page, she said that she had a husband, also stating she was raising money to produce my EP with professionals in LA. Please help my dream come true. She said that she was contacted by, in quotes, successful and well-sourced producer from Los Angeles, California. He's a former member of the band Plus One and has the sources to make my wildest dreams come true almost instantly. All I need is the financial support to make it there and fund my EP. I looked into Plus One and they were apparently a Christian pop boy band that was around from 99 to 2004. Their album from 2000 called The Promise actually went gold. And the producer she was talking about, well, his name is Nathan Walters, and he was a member of the group. I was looking through the things you could buy on her Indiegogo page to fund the project back in the day, and one of the higher end incentives was to donate $300 to her campaign, and you would receive dinner with her and her producer Nathan Walters in LA. Nathan is now a record producer with Capitol Records. He's worked with artists like Jessica Simpson, Nicole Scherzinger, and more. And the bio on his website says that he produces for a range of artists, from major label artists to undeveloped up-and-coming artists. He currently works out of several locations including LA, Nashville, NY, but his favorite place to work out of is the exclusive recording studios at Capitol Records Tower in Hollywood. There was even a page on Facebook that I found with 105 likes in support of Bria's debut project with Nathan Walters. I wanted to like it, but I didn't want to interrupt my investigative journalism and look suspicious. And Capitol Records is owned by none other than Universal Music Group, who also owns Republic Records, the label that Baby Goth is currently signed to. So, I think we found her industry connect. I know this is a lot of piecing together puzzle pieces, but this is before they're famous, so you know we have to do our digging. Plus, with what Progress put out there, I think we're getting a little bit closer to the truth. Anyways, back to her story. Her goal was for $14,200 to support the expenses of a trip to LA, which included production of a 4-song EP and a hotel for herself, her husband, and her son. But in her interview, she said that they were actually just common law, so I don't know what to believe about her relationship anymore. Either way, even though she only got $320 in funding for her project, in 2017 she released an EP titled Babyface under her real name Bria Bueno. It includes 6 songs, and she said she began recording while pregnant. I actually listened to it, and it sounds a lot more like Ellie Goulding or Lana Del Rey than anything remotely hip-hop or her latest single. She also has a song on Spotify from 2017 called Outcast Anthem, which sounds similar. Bria had another kid at 22 with the same man. Her kids' names are Rhythm and Art. I've heard weirder. Her and her husband/boyfriend were together for 6 years, but she says the two later broke up because of a toxic relationship. Looking back through her old Tumblr account, she lists herself as a singer/songwriter, but also says she is a published alt/promo model. She posted a lot of sponsored pictures on Instagram to make some money and helping her to grow her following. Some of these can still be found on her page today. On her Tumblr page, she says that she sings, raps, models, designs, draws, paints, sculpts, and does cosplay? Now at first I didn't know what cosplay was, but after further investigation, it's when you dress up as a character from a movie, book, or video game. And there's plenty of non-sexual cosplay, but she also says she might be a furry, and the definition of that is often related to sexual activity with costumes on. In an online survey, 33% of furry respondents answered that they have a significant sexual interest in furry. But hey, who am I to judge? I still sleep in Elmo pajamas sometimes, so everyone has their thing. But for our furry viewers out there, if you have any more info on the community, let us know what it's about, what you like, comment down below. Her Tumblr dates all the way back to January 2014, where you can find pictures of her with blue hair, some arm tattoos, and a nose piercing. But her look today is much different than her Tumblr days. Today she sports grills, multiple face tattoos, including a baby under her eye, a butterfly on her forehead, and she also poses with guns and drugs. She posted an Insta video on April 30th of her getting the baby face tattoo, not a tattoo of Babyface the artist, but baby on her face. So anyways, this transformation seems to have happened pretty recently, and it's gained her over 200k followers on the platform. On one of her earlier tattoo videos, the caption was, "When your parents are extreme Republicans and hate tattoos, JK, but I'm proud to be a feminist." So I'm not sure her parents could be extreme Republicans, but they also might not be. But over the course of the last year, she's gotten multiple face tattoos, posting videos to Instagram documenting the change in her image. She claims when she walked into the label, she already had her face tats, but based on the timing of things posted by her label, she doesn't appear to have any in this post on May 13th, which also could be an old post, I'm not sure. But on May 13th, Hitway's Insta posted the pic of her. But on November 30th, 2018, Baby Goth posted her first official music video to her YouTube page called Swimming, which features Trippie Redd and Lil Xan, and now has over 3.5 million views and over 100k likes at the time of this recording. And the song is filled with drug references and references to designer brands. Honestly, it kind of sounds like she jacked hip-hop legend Krayshawn with the line Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Louis, Louis, Gucci, Gucci, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. There's also this cover of a Black Bear song that she shot a music video to that wasn't officially released, but it was teased on her label's page, so I'm not sure if they were ever planning on officially releasing that. As for the future, she says her EP is coming out in February. Her label posted a picture with a caption about her EP and says that she even has a song with Wiz Khalifa on there. So I don't think anything will be slowing down her rise to fame anytime soon. And once that Wiz song drops, you'll only be seeing more of her name in the news. And to her fans, don't get it twisted, I'm not trying to tear down anything about her career or her life, just giving some insight into her come up for our audience and the people who are curious as to how she became famous so quickly. She also says that one day she wants to direct movies, and currently she works on her script treatments for music videos. But wow, that was a lot for this video. As always, I'm Jeremy Hecht for Famous News. Follow me at Jeremy_Hecht on Instagram. Let me know who I should cover next in the comments down below. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And I think that's it. Dream good, live better, and I hope you have one hecht of a day.